Good morning to all summoners out there. It's 1:08 a.m. here in the Philippines, and I'm watching a qualifiers here in a EMEA tournament called I wait. Let me check the name again. The Wild Circuit Rift Legends right here. So we got in the blue team we have FFP, consists of a challenger players and diamond players. And as for the red team is the Cat team. They also have a few challengers in their team. So this might be an interesting match. So we can watch, and we can see the blue team, the FFP, missed a ban right here. They ran out of time. So they're asking in our Discord channel if they can put up a ban right there. They're requesting a Aatrox second ban. You can see the first ban here for FFP. It's a first ban Gragas, so Gragas is a flex pick. Flex pick here for almost all lane. Can go APC, can go support, mid, top, and jungle. So for the Cat team, ask the referee first, guys, for you make a move. Okay, for their first to third ban here by Team Cat is Shen, Fiora, and the Yumi, the most annoying cat, right, Nuggets? So my cat is beside me right now. He's begging me for some food, but he will watch with me. Now, the third ban here for Team FFP is Nautilus. So the referee says that no remakes are allowed unless there is a bug and proof of the bug. So we're still heading on for the missed second ban here by Team FFP. So the first pick here by Team FFP is a Gwen. So not really surprising because Gwen is very good in this patch. Now for the first and second pick here by the Team Cat Nuggets, Team Cat, they picked a Karma and a Jax. So Jax here, he can be punished in the early game, mid to early game, because he needs to scale. You need to buy those items and get a lead. So they might, blue team, the FFP might have to find a way how to punish this draft right here. So they picked Camille. She is very good in side lanes, also in dueling Jax. So maybe this is their counter pick for the Jax. Can you say something about the viewers, Nuggets? Okay, thank you for that, Nuggets. Now for the third pick here for the Team FFP is Rakan. Rakan is a very good roaming support. He can play either in roaming or babysitting a lane. So Rakan is a team fight champion. A very good pick here by Team FFP, and also the Galio coming in for Team Cat Nuggets. They picked Galio for he's maybe going in for the support in the bot lane or maybe in the top lane, but most likely he's going in support. But let's see, the fourth ban here from Team Cat is Ziggs. They dropped the Ziggs, guys. I have seen many Ziggs picks here in the tournament right now, and Ziggs is very popular in this patch. So he is a great backline, have a very good scale, and can deal tons of damage when he get those items. Okay, for the fourth ban here by Team FFP is the Wukong. Pretty interesting ban because Wukong is very he is a great champion in team fights. Can provide a peel for the carries. Can be a front line even for the team. So the fifth ban here for Team Cat Cat for the red team is Varus. So Varus is a champion that can scale well and is good in team fights. So they want to get rid of that Varus. And as for the last ban here by Team FFP on the blue side is Kha'Zix. Kha'Zix is really strong in recent patches, even in a few years back. Kha'Zix is very strong. Now he can go for the pickoffs, the cleanup crew in the team fight. Kha'Zix is very strong, especially if he have his items, his lead. So now Team Cat Cat going in for the fourth pick, choosing Riven, maybe in the jungle, or maybe he's going jungle. I don't know. He can go mid anyway, and maybe this is a APC, Karma APC or mid. So I bet Galio is going in for the support, and Morgana is coming in to the mid lane. And Lucian ADC or maybe Lucian mid. They can go even Lucian mid. Lucian is very flexible. A flex pick can go top ADC and mid. And Morgana even. This is a flex pick too. She can go support. She can go APC, jungle, and even in the mid lane. So the draft is really good right now. They have Camille in the front line for the blue team. And also the Rakan for the great engage he can provide for the team. So they have a pretty interesting draft. So let's see here for the red team. They have one scaling champion, that is Jax. And Jax need to scale up until to the mid to late game. So he can pressure side lanes and can win 1v1s and even destroy turrets. He can even destroy turrets in a mere seconds. If he have his demolish in his runes. And the item, I forgot the item that can empower the cannon minion, but that's it. So Galio here will be their support, and Zed is in the mid lane. So they have at least two front line here. They can go. They can send the Riven in the front line, and Galio in the front for the engage as well. So it just depends for these teams. How will they play their cards? How will they manage to get a lead in the early game, right, Nuggets? Say something, Nuggets. Okay, thank you for that. Now we're here in the loading screen, but let's see what will these supports do here in the early game. Will they send both of their supports in the top lane to assist Camille and Jax, or they will assist Morgana and Karma getting that first item before the dragon spawn. So welcome. Wild Dorifto Yokozo Minasan. Welcome to the Summoner's Rift, everybody. So game 1 here for the FFP and Team Cat Cat. FFP, the blue team, and Team Cat Cat here in the red team. Oh, as they spots Riven recalling, and Riven drops a ward right here. An interesting ward, so he can prevent Gwen from invading his red side. So both junglers, I saw in a few games of mine that both junglers starting from their bottom sides. So as for red team taking the blue buff, and Gwen here is taking the whole Krug camps as they spot the jungler, so they can predict uh, Gwen's movement right now. That ward is very good. These two wards are very good because you can spot your enemy jungler, where he is going, what he is doing at the moment, so you can plan on ahead. And we can see both the Karma and Galio going into the mid lane as Rakan senses that. They both head out here to help Zed push his lane and get the priority lane into the early game. So Justice Punch here from the Galio, and he drops his Ignite to Ika, the Lucian, and drops him at least below half HP. And Galio goes home, and Karma goes back to her lane, and Riven invading here in the top side and drops the Q. And a stun onto the Rakan, but dodges with her dash again. And Rakan drops his Ignite to drop Riven pretty low, so he can contest this first Rift Scuttle in the game. Now, red team knows that Gwen needs to take his whole top side, so they are trying to get something, trying to do something here in the bot lane. So maybe they can look for a pick, but no. Riven decides to just clear his camps. We can see here Galio and Rakan in the mid lane assisting their carries here in the early game. Just as we talked about earlier, both of these supports are not staying in the bot lane, so they can support, help out the other laners as they progress into the first objective spawn in a few minutes. Zed gets spotted here in the ward, trying to get a vision down here in the blue side. Okay, tactical sweeps, hits Jax, and goes for a good trade, as both of these Chinese players are really chill in the early game. Now Rakan does not realize that he is under a ward and just helps out his laners to push the wave so Camille can get a free recall, not missing any one minion. So that is a great roam here by Me Like Solo Bolo. Our Rakan. Oh, as we can see here, Riven invading Gwen. And both of these players drop their ult, and Lost Stars dropping his ult into the Gwen and takes the kill. As Karma helps Riven to go out, Galio gets stunned, but doesn't matter. There is a follow-up and a 3-man taunt here for the guy. As Justice Punch goes and Ika dashing over the wall or flashing over the wall. And they both take down Riven and Galio in the process. Great job here by Ika and Me Like Solo Bolo for following up that play, coming in for the red team, for the team Cat Cat. That was a great invade, but it's unfortunate that there are too many players here in the bot lane, so they can help out Baluze. Baluze here are Gwen, but they have a consolation prize right there. Riven, I believe Riven stole her blue buff earlier, if I am not mistaken. Yep. Me Like Solo Bolo have the double buffs. So as the first two objectives spawn right here, the Ocean Drake and the Rift Herald. Which team is taking the Rift Herald? Oh, as they spot Riven right here in the top lane, taking the Rift Herald, and just decide to make a trade. As red team take the Rift Herald, they decide to take the Ocean Drake here in the first objective spawn. Ladies and gentlemen, now they are going here in the top lane, attempting to take the first third here. And Rakan and Camille trying to defend. The tactical sweeps hit. And also the ulti to the Galio. Okay, and Milek Solo Bolo survives for a bit with his stasis, but it doesn't matter. His teammates are pretty late in the lane. So, Team Cat here successfully takes the first blood tower. That is a um, not much of a big deal because the 4 players shared that all tower plates. So they shared at least 4 tower plates. I don't know if how many. They shared that gold, so it's not much big of a win. As we can see here in our gold, it's only 400 gold lead for the red team, the team Cat. So in the early game, that is really big if you can take down a first blood tower, because if you destroy a tower in the early game, so in the player's perspective, if you have a still a tower right here, you can't just go you can just go roaming here on this side of the map that have a outer tower. So the pressure is not that really big if you have no tower right here. So they decide to just take the first blood tower, and now we can see here in the bot lane they're diving 3 members of FFP, and Jax goes low and taken down by Baluze under the tower. They go really greedy right there. And as Q-Lash, Baluze getting low, is trying to get out of here. But Riven goes in with her key strike and takes down Baluze behind the enemy tower, and Daddy Weck is really in trouble and get taken down by Karma here. Another great play here by Team Cat, taking another tower, relieving another side of the map here. So as they take the towers in the early game, they can freely roam like right about here. They can set up wards, you can set up plays like a pick. You can do anything you want if you destroy a tower into any of the lanes, even in the mid. Actually, you can open up the blue side and the red side jungle. So the most important tower in the game, I believe is the mid lane. You can freely roam into their blue side and red side anytime you want because they have no tower. Same goes for the bot and top tower, but if you destroy a tower on top, it frees up this area right here, and vice versa for the bottom lane. As now we can see, the pressure is really getting on to the FFP. They're taking their blue buff, and they are really scared to look for a fight right now because Team Cat here is on a specific lead, significant lead. They have at least 4,000 gold lead at the moment. So as Rift Herald spawns in 10 seconds, they decided, Team Cat decided to recall and get their items. They have at least all of the members have at least 2 items. So now Jax is growing strong minute by minute. And this is a pretty good decision here by Team FFP. They know, excuse me, they know that the Team Cat will take the Rift Herald, and they know that they can't fight them at the time because they are behind at the moment. So they decided to take this tower instead. So that's a great play here by FFP. They're avoiding fights because they are really behind as of this moment. So both teams are preparing for the Mountain Drake to spawn in 15 seconds. I don't know if Team FFP will contest this Drake. So now Riven have her Rift Herald and drops here into the mid lane and secures the tower here into the mid. Now they have all 3 lane access right here. They have access into the top and bottom side of the jungle sides of the blue team. They can even roam wherever they want right now because they are way ahead in this game. We're going into the 11-minute mark right here, summoners. And as Riven is looking for someone to kill, but no one seems to walk in here. So if you are in a lead like this, like Team Cat have, you can just drop a ward, a deep ward right here, even pink wards, so you can see enemy players roaming around here, and you can make a play by yourself. But I don't think that they have a ward, and as 2 players of Cat got spotted here by the ward, and now they're avoiding the top side. So Team FFP, what they're doing here right now is pretty good because they know that they can't win a fight right now, so they decide to just kill it off and buy some more time so they can have more golden XP for themselves. So Lucian here, yep, that is right. He should clear the mid here to relieve pressure and delay the Team Cat's pressure, their pressure onto the top lane. So as the game advances, if you take tower right here, this particular area right here is closed off. Enemy team can just hover right here and take picks. And as we can see earlier, Riven died at the hands of Baluze or Baluz, I don't know. That is a pretty good kill for Baluz because he gets a gold somehow to extend his lead. So it's a 1k deficit here for both of our junglers. A 9,000 gold for the Gwen and 10,000 for the Riven. Not that much big of a lead, but I don't think the other players are on par with each other. They closed down the gold lead right now. They only have 4, but I think they can fight them on 5v5s, but they just have to be smart. So 2 players here on the top lane. As you can see, Galio, what he's doing here, he is shadowing this guy, the Jax. He's shadowing in case someone tries to pick him off or someone tries to duel him, and he gets spotted here by a ward. So now Ika Lucian is clearing the top lane. That is a pretty fat wave, so it's really good for their economy. Now FFP here is doing something to come back into the game. Now I think they can fight later on in the game. Maybe the at the infernal Drake spawn. Maybe they will fight against Cat here. They're taking their time. That is pretty good. If I were to ask, FFP here is doing a great job minimizing their deficit. They only have now at least 5,000 gold lead. 5 to 4,000 gold lead. Now Camille here buys a Bramble Vest. That is a smart buy from him. Gives you additional armor and anti-heal to the enemy team enemy player that hits you. So as we head on to the mid game, almost late game actually. So not that really late, but we're pretty close to late game right here now, boys. And Dragon here is respawning in a few seconds, as we can see here in the map. And this ward is what I told you before, but they should have done that earlier in the game when they had a huge gold lead into the enemy team. They can drop a ward here in the in this bush or this right here in the rock, so they can monitor anyone who is making a rotation anywhere in the map, in the bottom or top lane. So now as they clear here in the top lane, they are attempting to take a Baron sneak play here, and as they get spotted here in the tribush, and now Team Catcat knows that Team FFP here is in the top side of the map. So Riven is soloing this dragon right now, and Team FFP decides not to contest it. They are playing it real safe right now, and that is a good decision making here by the Team FFP actually. They did a good job and tried to find something here in the top lane. So instead of wasting your time hovering around it and trying to make a steal or trying to contest it, they decided to head into the top lane and make something to try to pick someone or to take the tower instead. So that is a pretty good play here by FFP. That is the most logical way of dealing things when you are behind in a game. So as Morgana taking more of the CS here, she's not really that behind. She's almost finished her third item, the Rabadon. So she is a great help into the team fight right here because she have her Rylai's. She can deal damage while slowing the enemy team with her second skill. As three members of Team Catcat here looking for something. Now Jax is hovering into the mid lane and trying to make a push here. But no, he Team Catcat here decide to make a play right here. A death mark onto the Rakan, but goes into the stasis and survives. But Zed flashes in for the kill and ignites him and takes him down as Jax went in, and two members here of the team FFP dies at the hand of Team Catcat. They're even diving into the tower right here. So Camille is pretty much dead. So all of them are low HP. They should go back. Take it easy. They have a lot of time right here. They can go back and take Baron instead. No, I guess not because they have... Oh, I thought they have the Ocean Drake. So it doesn't matter anyway because Galio here have his... he have his Warmogs, so he can tank up the damage coming into the Baron pit. So Ika here is trying to look for something. He's trying to pick someone with low HP, but he can't do anything as Zed goes in, drops in the death mark, and puts Ika into low HP and decides to back off, and that is a great decision here by Zed. Most players will is greedy enough to go in for the kill, but he decides to back off and save his Baron buff. So now Team Catcat needs to do here is to go out on 3 lanes right here. Let Jax or maybe Zed into the side lanes. Zed can go head to head with Camille right now. He is really strong with the 4 items. He even have his serpent, so he can cancel out all those barriers coming in for the Camille. But they don't do that. They're just keeping. They're playing Aram right now. They're forcing Team FFP continue to put that pressure in, and Team FFP seems to get more behind as the game advances on. Jax is still pushing here into the bot lane, and Zed, look at the glance, look at the moves. Lost stars, what was that? Your drop half HP. So as now Team Catcat presses on, they keep on pushing here into the bot lane. They might take down this tower because... Oh, and Karma flashes in, drops in the stasis, and Galio dropping in. And Justice Flash, and taunts 3 people in the process and dropping his stasis. Oh, and he dodges Rakan's W, but get takes down by Ika anyway. But it doesn't matter. Team Catcat goes in for the kill and takes down Team FFP for their First game, what a series. Very, very good play here by both of these teams.